How is it going, everyone? And unfortunately, this is a video that I'm probably gonna have to do every couple of years whenever the news comes out or the news is being speculated upon, and that is the potential of PlayStation Plus price hikes. And that is because we all know the song and dance with subscription services. Subscription services go up in price over time. It is the natural evolution of things. And if you've actually been paying attention, and we do it a lot when we cover Days of Play, when we cover the Black Friday sales, you might have noticed that the PlayStation Plus deal offerings have been getting more and more limited. They aren't as enticing as they were before, because now comes the time where less is a prerogative for Sony to get people into PlayStation Plus. They've kind of hit that ceiling as far as how many subscribers they'll have. Sure, they can grow it a little bit. You can always grow the subscription service a little bit, but now comes the unfortunate reality where you've got that subscriber base. You've got a lot of people that are subscribed. Let us extract as much money that is humanly possible from these people, and that's just the natural course of events. So as noted on Guru 3D, Sony is signaling that any cost shock tied to memory pricing is more likely to hit services than the PlayStation 5 console itself. Hey, that's a bit of a W if the PS5 console can stay at the same price point. At this point, though, most of you guys watching our channel have a PS5, so I don't know how relevant that is to you guys. During a recent earnings call, CFO Lin Tao stated that the company has secured the minimum memory supply required to support PlayStation 5 production throughout 2026. That supply commitment reduces the risk of outright production disruption, but it does not eliminate a second problem: rising component costs driven by higher memory pricing. The key takeaway is Sony's apparent preferences to avoid a direct PS5 price increase, even if the console's bill of materials becomes more expensive. The reasoning is strategic. The PS5 is later in its life cycle, yet Sony still expects meaningful unit sales in 2026, with projections described exceeding 15 million consoles. I doubly agree with that, especially with the Wombo Combo release of Marvel's Wolverine and Grand Theft Auto 6. Grand Theft Auto 6 is pretty much a pseudo-exclusive because Xbox pretty much does not exist. Really, I think Grand Theft Auto 6 being only available on PlayStation 5 and not available on PC, I should say on PlayStation 5 and Xbox and not on PC, it's more beneficial to selling PlayStation 5 consoles than had GTA 6 been available on PlayStation 5 and PC and not Xbox. Does that make sense to you guys? Just because I think that's how irrelevant Xbox is in the current landscape. That's how wild the situation is. And GTA 6 is going to be a driver, and I don't want to put Wolverine on the same level as GTA 6, but it's absolutely going to be the nice cherry on top, so to speak. The report also points to uneven regional pricing trends. It claims that since August 2025, PS5 pricing has been gradually moving upward in Europe and the United States, reaching levels around 15% above the original suggested retail baseline. And it's insane because the PlayStation 5 this year will be 6 years old, and yet the PlayStation 5 6 years after release is now more expensive than what it was at launch. Think about the PlayStation 3. Came out in 2006 at $599 US. 2006 into 2012. What was the PlayStation 3 at that point? I want to say during Black Friday, you could get it for like $249 US with like quality games bundled in. It's not like Fortnite or Shark Cards or all this nonsense bundled in titles. It was like you would get a PlayStation 3, and I want to say one of the bundles was like Little Big Planet 2 and Uncharted 3 or some crazy stuff like that. Or like you would get the infamous Saga collection, just wild collections that relative to now is just ridiculous. Like imagine PlayStation 5 if it followed the PS3 trend, and even if it didn't get its price slashed as much, let's say it got its price slashed by 40%, which would be, you know, reasonable after 6 years. That means this holiday's Black Friday bundle would be something to the effect of, okay, you buy a PlayStation 5 bundle, it's $299, and you're getting like God of War Ragnarok and Horizon Forbidden West just included, or God of War Ragnarok and Gran Turismo 7, so we can get a live service-esque title in there as well. We ain't getting that, alright? I hope you guys aren't holding out hope that Black Friday this year, you're gonna get a PS5 for $300 and God of War and GT7 included. That ain't happening. Maybe you'll get it for $450. That's the best we could hope for. Sony also indicated it may introduce a more affordable entry-level PS5 model as another way to protect demand, while while component prices remain elevated. The services angle is where PlayStation Plus comes in. Lin Tao reportedly hinted that Sony could pass increased platform costs into subscriptions, so those of you that have been invested into the PlayStation ecosystem because of the current world environment, the increased platform cost is being passed on to you. Those of you that have already spent so much money on PlayStation throughout the entirety of the generation, here's one more area where PS Plus is gonna go up in price. And look, they will absolutely use the current climate and memory shortages and everything like that and use that as a reason to soften the blow of PlayStation Plus going up in price. Do not get it twisted. Regardless of whether or not there would be a memory shortage, PlayStation Plus would ultimately go up in price. This is the rule of the world when it comes to subscription services. What did you start paying for Netflix years and years ago? What are you paying for Netflix now? What did you start paying for X subscription service, that subscription service, this subscription service? Everything from a subscription standpoint goes up in price. We know how the model is made. We know how the cookie crumbles. You get people in with very enticing options. You get a free month here, you get a free month there, you get a Black Friday offer there. They'll spend more resources to get quality content in said subscription service, so it entices you to sign up, and on top of that, they're doing offer after offer after offer to get your foot in the door. What ultimately does happen, we've said it before, value proposition goes down and the price point is going to go up. That is just how it goes, and with PlayStation Plus, I think we've seen that in spades. And look, I've defended PS Plus Extra quite a lot. I thought Plus Essential has been rather good, but in the case of Plus Essential, let's be honest, most people that sign up for PlayStation Plus Essential, yeah, they'll dabble with the game offerings every month, but they sign up for PlayStation Plus Essential because they want to play games online. That is the reason they sign up for it. If the worthwhile game offerings really matter to Plus Extra and Plus Premium, because that is a core element of why people would sign up to Plus Extra and Plus Premium versus Plus Essential. Plus Essential, the extra games that you get, they're kind of just a byproduct to you needing Plus Essential to play online. Plus Extra being lackluster every now and again, and I think more often than not, it's been okay. And Plus Premium just being a pile of trash. Let's be honest, for the classic games component, it's been absolutely pitiful. That, to me, is a bigger problem, and yet, with that being said, ultimately, PlayStation Plus is still gonna go up in price, and I would imagine that they were still trying to lower the value proposition, and I've never asked for Plus Extra to be at the level of Game Pass. I get that we're not gonna get games like Persona 3 Reload Day 1, or games like Atomic Heart, etc., or the upcoming Game Freak Souls-like title, the action title from Game Freak. I get that we're not gonna get games like that Day 1. However, more games like Skate Story, more games like Sword of the Sea, more games like that throughout the year, I think would be great to offer some sort of value to the consumer. And, are we gonna get that? I think we're gonna get the typical, 6 or so games like that a year, and then it'll be back catalog titles. But at some point, it also goes to the element of, a lot of people don't care about Plus Extra or Plus Premium. A lot of people just want Plus Essential to play online, and online is a fundamental core aspect of your gaming experience, and it's almost mandatory. Yes, I know that I talk up single-player games, solo play, etc., but there's a lot of you guys that throughout the year, you'll have your one live service game, your one online game, or your 2 online games that you play throughout the year, whether that be an NBA, whether that be a Call of Duty, whether that be this, that, Marathon coming out, Arc Raiders, etc., that you need a PlayStation Plus subscription to play those games, and you don't want to be locked out of those games, and ultimately you're forced into spending however much money that it is. $80 for a year of Plus Essential, what's it gonna go up to, 90? I don't think $100 for Plus Essential is that far out, you guys. I think $100 a year for Plus Essential is coming quicker than you think. And what does that mean for your month-to-month subscription? Is it gonna go to $14.99 a month? $14.99 a month to play online is just actually heinous, and I know that they're gonna draw out the press release. This is so we can up the value proposition and we can retain the value. It's always copy-paste nonsense when it comes to the press releases justifying the price increases. We all know that's coming. Oh, the world conditions are changing, so we have to make Plus more expensive so we don't up the price of PlayStation 5, which is kind of wild because think about it this way. Upping the price of PlayStation 5, that doesn't punish the people that already bought the console. Upping the price of PlayStation Plus, the world situation and its negative ramifications is now being passed on to you so they can still sell PlayStation 5s to get people into their ecosystem and get new people to spend the up prices of PlayStation Plus. Do you guys, like, just comprehend how all of that works and how the pricing structure, they're doing it in a way, and they are potentially doing it in a way where it's relevant to them growing their ecosystem and at the same time passing off all of the costs to you, the people that have been the most loyal to PlayStation as well? That's kind of heinous to me. That's kind of insane to me, but we'll see how all of that turns out. And again, I've been talking about PS Plus going up in price for eons at this point. It's ultimately going to happen. It's a matter of when, not if, as is the case with every subscription service under the sun. And you saw it with Game Pass as well. Game Pass was never going to be at the price point. Y'all thought $9.99 a month or whatever it was going to be retainable for, you know, eons and eons with the amount of money they're spending. No, that's not. Offer immense value proposition first, and then once we hit our ceiling as far as how many subscribers we can have or close to it, that's when the costs are gonna go up and potentially value proposition goes down because they want to save money. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.